Yo, how's it going everybody? It's me, Arctic. In today's video, we will be discussing Arataki Itto's kit, including his constellations, passives, talents, and some general tips about his playstyle. I will be going into enough detail to basically cover all you need to know about Arataki Itto and how his kit works. But if you haven't subscribed, please do so, it really helps me out. I have also made a complete Arataki Itto weapons guide if you guys want to check that out as well. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So first up, Itto is a Geo Claymore character that focuses around his auto and charge attacks to deal damage. His charged attacks are special in that he does not spin around, but does a slash instead. Itto focuses mostly on these charge attacks for his damage source. His base stats are good at around 200 base attack and also crit rate ascension. He also has a more base defense than Chi-Chi, so quite a bit, which I think that's around like 930. His E-skill is basically a Baron Bunny, but slightly better. It explodes after 6 seconds and does a decent amount of damage, but its main purpose is actually to grant stacks of strength. Now, I've changed the name of strength just to make it flow a little bit better, you know? These stacks are consumed by each charge attack on Itto to deal more damage. He can get up to 5 of these stacks. The E-skill grants a stack for each time it is hit, and also when it leaves the field, it will give you a stack as well. He also gets 2 stacks when he deals his 4th normal attack hit. So with Itto's first passive, each charge attack increases the attack speed of his next by a small amount, but it maxes out after the first few charge attacks. So after 3 hits, the 4th and 5th hit will have the max attack speed bonus. The second passive also increases the damage of these charge attacks based on his defense, and that's actually a pretty substantial amount based on his defense, and that will be a damage bonus, I believe, so you're going to be getting a lot of benefit from that on his charge attacks. Also, his third passive allows you to drop his E or dash without interrupting the auto attack combo. This is actually a great passive that makes his gameplay more adaptable. Itto's ult grants him several damage boosting abilities, the first being a defense to flat attack conversion. So having a good amount of defense will be good on him because that'll convert directly to a flat amount of attack that he will be gaining on Itto. So pretty much you're going to be able to balance out your attack and also your defense in order to get a very, very good amount of attack when you actually cast your burst. He also gets a flat amount of attack speed as well. His burst cost is really high, so either bring a Raiden or a Geo Battery character for him. Pretty much you can use either one of those. I think Raiden will be perfectly fine with him, especially since she would work as an alternate DPS for Itto as well, considering that his burst uptime is a decent amount, but it's not like constant uptime. And his normal attacks also grant stacks of strength on their hits. Keep in mind that the 1st through 3rd will grant 1 stack each, but the 4th will still grant that 2 stacks. So basically, if you cast this burst with no stacks, you want to do a normal attack combo to 4 on his normal attacks, and then get that 5 stacks of strength, and then do all 5 of those as charge attacks, and you should be able to do that within his burst. Itto mostly functions as a burst support DPS, so without his burst he doesn't do much, kind of similar to Xiao. Think of him like a Geo Xiao or Tartaglia. This is also why using a Raiden or Geo batteries are important, so you basically can cast his burst more often. For Constellations, the first one basically gives Itto strength stacks over time in his burst. He gets 2 on cast, and then another 3 over the next 3 seconds. I recommend basically doing charge attacks first with this combo because you'll have like 2 stacks initially, and then doing the normal attacks a few times to regain up to the 5 stacks, and then do the 5 charge attacks before the burst ends. This constellation basically increases his DPS potential and gameplay adaptability, so pretty much you have more opportunities for gaining stacks. The second constellation reduces cooldowns for skills of other Geo characters and also grants Itto some energy for actually reducing their cooldowns. The 4th constellation grants him crit rate to enemies with less HP than Itto himself, so if you have like 90% HP and the enemy has like 89% HP, you would gain a bunch of crit rate from that. And his Constellation 6 gives him a charge attack damage bonus, and it also gives him a chance to not consume these strength stacks, which is honestly a pretty strong C6. It basically just increases his damage overall in terms of like how much you're actually going to be getting from his charge attacks and how many times you can do his like strength stack hits. It's going to be pretty interesting. Gameplay wise, what I can recommend is to use him for a burst DPS. As an alternate DPS character on the side to use while Itto is on cooldown is very much recommended to have like an alternate DPS that you can still keep up like your on-field DPS going. I would focus on his normal and charge attack damage. in his defense percent artifacts. A defense timepiece will probably be better than the attack percent timepiece, but you still need a decent amount of attack in order to get your build situated nicely. Crit rate isn't as much of a problem because of his ascension, so you can basically focus on crit damage and defense stats with your artifacts. Anyway, that's about it for Itto. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe. Anyway, it's been me, Arctic. I will see you guys next time. Farewell.